Everybody, thank you for coming. First of all, I'd like to welcome His Grace, Padmanayan Prabhu, from all the way from Mayapur. So, I'm very fortunate to get his association today. Prabhuji is a scholar, he's very learned, he teaches, he's the director of the Mayapur Institute of Higher Education. I'm not exactly sure the name, but I believe that's what it is. And Prabhuji conducts a lot of classes, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vedanta classes. So Prabhuji is awesome. And before I forget, he's very dear title of his holy name, Govinda Maharaj. Prabhuji travels all over the world. He comes once a year to America, came here last year. He is here again to give us this association. So please welcome him with a big Haribol. Without any further ado, I should take over.
So, what would you like to hear today?
Amritvani.
Yes.
Amritvani.
So, what do you think what we should discuss this evening so that it will make some sense to you?
Any topic in particular you would like
In
to
particular, you would like to we have some choice? Yes?
Yesterday you mentioned about the offenses, Prabhu.
Vaishnava
Yeah, maybe it will be nice to know.
So, you want me to speak about the offenses to be avoided by chanting the holy name of the Lord?
Yeah.
But first I would like to ask if you would like to hear anything
Yes.
of your choice.
Thank you so much for trust the guidance of the Prabhu that he will know better. Hare Krishna. Okay, I'll ask a question.
Yes.
I'm getting back into Krishna consciousness again, and I'm chanting my rounds and developing taste for the holy name again, and as many rounds as I can, I'm trying to come up with a question, just telling you where I'm at in my journey of Krishna consciousness. How about this? I do have a question. I listen to a lot of Goswamis on YouTube, and sometimes I get different people say, listen to this one, don't listen to that one, listen to this one, and I'm like, Krishna Prema, give me a break. I'm trying to listen, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is good, it was not so good. And I don't have the eyes to see what's good or not, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for asking a very pertinent question. Okay, we will try to discuss the subject matter what you just have mentioned. That's good. Okay. Om Ajnanatimidam Dasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Shri Chaitanya Manohistam Thapitam Jena Bhutale Shoyam Rupa Kadamriyam Dadati Swaparantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Saharana Raghunathanitam Dam Sarivam Shadvaitam Savadhutam Varijana Sahitam
Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Sakhamita Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Visatari Vanchakalpatarosya Kripa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, So, we understand when we go to India, people in India, they worship different gods, right? They say, in India, people say Kali is God, Durga is God, Ganesh is God, Saraswati is God, Shiva is God, and Ramchandra is God, Krishna is God. Go to South India, there are so many Vishnu temples, Vishnu is God. It's a very confusing culture. Who is God? And if you see their scripture, they say there are 53 million God. So what is this? Who we should accept? Looks like Christianity is good, Islam is also good. They say Allah is God, one God. And so looks like they are confused people. But again, if you see, in the name of spirituality, whatever goes on around the world, there actually are the emanations from the original philosophy which came from the East. Right? If you go back, in this part of the world, many universities, they have a lot of respect. Not only respect, they have a lot of literatures available about Buddhism. How many of you have been to college in this country? You have seen, like in the study of religious department, they definitely will have a lot of literature available to study about Buddhism, right? And that when they study about Buddhism, they mostly focus on the yoga practice, meditation. Of course, some of them that discuss about the pranayama and other things also, and they have their way how one can attain moksha or nirvana, you can say like that. So it looks like there is a vast paradigm when it comes to discussing spiritual culture, especially studying from the perspective of the Indian philosophy or East philosophy. So how to reconcile this to what we are practicing today, or what people are thinking is like a confusing culture? What is the answer for that? Definitely, there is a lot of discussion, debate goes on in the different Vedic literature, different traditions, different scholars. They have been, discussing these subjects. And if we would like to discuss even all those vast subject matter in this one class, it will not be sufficient. It will not be able to give you the kind of, clarity by, of course, we will not have time to discuss all those things. But since we are here to understand the essence, the concept, clear concept, I would like to explain to you with some phenomenon which will give you an understanding from where we are at the moment. Okay? For example, why in India there are different goddesses, different demigods, and Krishna, Rama, Vishnu are being worshipped by different spiritual practitioners, and everybody feels they are worshipping God. Who is God? Well, very simple. Very simple. You try to understand. In this country, we have one president, right? Who is that? Joe Biden is the president now. Okay. So, Joe Biden is considered as the topmost person, right? He is the one running the show, if you say like that. Yes, in one sense, he is the one calling the shots. Then, if you see, if you make a study of the ministry of Joe Biden, do you think Joe Biden is the only person? No, in his ministry you will find there are different ministers, different departments, and also under every minister they have secretary. Under secretary they will have many clerks and many different officers working. Even up to, I don't know what is the system here. In India at least we have then these collectors. Then if you go down the officers, different offices, in many different levels they are working. Who they are working? They are working for the government, the central government. Make sense? So here you have different levels of ministries who are actually working under Joe Biden, and they all are working for the same cause. Right? You can say, well, there is a constitution. I don't know. Definitely this country also has a constitution, right?
Yes.
Yeah, India also we have a constitution. Without constitution, a country cannot function. And Joe Biden, even though he's on top, he is ensuring that the constitution of this country is maintained through these different departments. Very simple thing. Okay, there is a law. When you drive on the road, you have to drive on the right side of the road. If somebody feels, no, there is nobody on the left hand side, I can drive on the left hand side, there is no traffic. And I have a big business, I have to go quickly. Even though there is no traffic, everything is clear and clean, can he go? Looks like everything is kind of okay for him. If he goes, the law says he will be fined. He has to pay the fine. So here what happening? Joe Biden is not looking at who is making a mistake in driving on the left hand side of the road. He should be punished. He should be penalized. He is not doing that. In fact, he is also doing that. How? Indirectly he is involved, because his order is, road transport officer, you ensure that whoever transgresses this law, he should be fined. Otherwise there will be no law and order, it will be chaotic. Many accidents will happen, so many bad things will happen. Maybe some thieves, they will escape, so something may happen. So has to have some kind of system in position. That means what we say, we cannot say only Joe Biden is supreme and he is actually should be worshipped and she should be respected, and all other departments we don't need them. Can we tell that? We can tell that. They need. It is a must to have peace and order of the country. So similarly, in our universal management, Ekala Ishwar Krishna are Sababhritya. Jare jai che nachai thei tai che kare nritya. That's a very interesting point coming from the Bangla song I just quoted. Okay, I will tell you, then I can give some reference from Bhagavatam also. Ekala Ishwar Krishna. Who is the only controller, the supreme controller? Krishna is the supreme controller. And Jare Joiche Nachai Sei Toiche Karadritya. According to his instructions, all others are just coping up with him. They are following his instructions. Similarly, in Brahma Samhita, Brahma says, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Krishna is the supreme personality of God. Bhagavatam, Srila Goswami, while responding to the queries of the sages in Sridhanya, he has given a list of incarnations of God. And then finally he says, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Who is the original personality of Godhead? That is Krishna. Krishna. So if we see all these references from Vedic literature, then we understand Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And Krishna must be worshipped. But it does not mean that you have right to neglect other demigods who are actually assisting Krishna in the management of these universal affairs. Like in this country, we have got water department. You have water department? Of course. You pay the bill to the for water, whatever you are consuming. You have electricity department. Every month you are paying the bill for the electricity department, right? Okay. So now I will ask you. So you have been consuming water, you have been consuming electricity, also you have been consuming air. Is it so or not? You have been consuming air every day. You require oxygen. Right? But now, my question is, when you are consuming water or light, you are being charged by a particular government. And you need those items for your maintenance, for the existence. Similarly, to maintain your existence, you also need air on a regular basis. Every day, without oxygen you cannot survive. Have you ever paid bills for the oxygen you have been consuming?
I'm in the hospital when you are on the oxygen.
You are not in the hospital, man. How many of you have been to hospital? Raise your hand. And you needed oxygen. No, you went to hospital, you needed oxygen. No one here. Okay, maybe you. Now, rest of the. Okay, that for how many days you were in the hospital?
On and off.
Okay, sometimes you go there, then rest of the days, rest of the time, you are not paying, right?
No.
You are not paying, okay. So we are also, I am not paying. Now you tell me, oxygen is a very, very essential item for our sustenance. That, I would say, that's the most essential item. If we just airtight this room right now for 5 minutes, maybe there is no oxygen supply to this room. In 5 minutes, everybody will be gone. Haribol.
Terrible.
So who wants this? Somebody wants it, right?
Krishna.
There's nothing free available there. We say there's nothing now free thing available in this world. But you have been taking this and you have not paid any bill, and so you have been consuming, you are not paying bill, so what you are? You are in the category of? Oh, you are in the category of thief.
Yeah.
A dacoit. You will hidingly steal. You are just in front of everybody, you are getting oxygen, you are a dacoit, not thief even. And you don't dare to pay the bill. So, what we are saying is Krishna has also assigned one department, it's department of Vayu. There is a god called Vayu there, like Agni there. He is the department of fire. Varuna there, he is the department head of water. Right? Similarly, Vayu there is the head of the oxygen. Nobody is paying to him, neither to the government. But supply has been coming for so many generations after generations. Since the creation started, everything is there available. Now, we need to ask this question, even though this government is giving water, they are just purifying the water. Water is already there. They are purifying it and supplying it. This, whatever you say electricity, the original source of electricity is actually sun. From sun is the source of all light. And even though government is kind of catching the electricity, whatever, from a hydro electricity plant or maybe thermal plant, whatever you may say, they are producing electricity and supplying us, and they are charging us some money, we are paying them. But originally, all these items belong to who? As I said, they are getting water and just purifying it. Joe Biden has never created water, right? When he was born from his mother's womb, he was not born with water. Last body of water that I am going to become the president of this country, so I need to have tons of water, gallons of water, so let me bring from my mother's womb. No, it's just available here. Krishna says, Bhumi rapo nalo vayu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti me vinna prakriti astada. Me vinna prakriti astada. They're all my energy, my separated energies. Krishna says. He can say because he is God, he possesses everything. He is Purna Purush. He is complete God. Complete means he has everything. That requires to maintain this world. And also, there is another world beyond this world which many of us have no information about. That is called spiritual world. And in Shastra it is explained, this world is 1/4 of its entire creation. And the world which is above, beyond this world, which we haven't seen, even no science has ever attempted to find out the information from the 3/4 creation. But it is still there. And Krishna is saying, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. He is the source of everything. What you see here, in your limited vision, even here also you don't see or experience everything. And there is something beyond this world, the 3/4 of his creation, that you don't have any clue about that. That's why it is said, there is a common saying that God is great, everybody says. When you say God is great, this is how we need to understand who is meant by, who is that person is great, what is the definition of God being great. This is what it means that he is great. Therefore, Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, he is saying that I have given everything for your sustenance, and you consume everything without recognizing me, you are a thief. Jo bhunte stena eva. Stena means a thief. Aprada eva bhunte means without giving me in return, they consume everything for their sustenance, they are thieves. Only Krishna can say this because he is the owner. No other God can tell this. So you can say, well, in this world sometimes people go there to a particular department in some country you have seen, they want to get some job done, they bribe that authority and their work is done. So good, at least we can bribe them or whatever is necessary, then we get our job done. Similarly, people in India, maybe they are approaching different gods, demigods, and they are getting something from them. So that's also okay. You can tell like this. Yes, people who have gone to different demigods, they worship them, and they get their share. After that, what happens? When you worship a particular demigod and you get some material benefit, they are not responsible for the consequences you're going to get. Means, once you get a lot of material benedictions, you may misuse it. Means you may use this material opulence to perform papa karma, to commit sinful activities. But demigods are not responsible for that. They will say, it's up to you. You wanted, I gave you. You take it, go to hell, whatever, I don't bother about it. But Krishna says, first of all, Krishna, he is the Father. He is the Father. Father always desires good for his son. Father never would like to see his son is suffering or going to suffer for the activity he is going to commit now. Father will always protect. Therefore, the Supreme Father who came in form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, Ami Vigyan E Murkhe Visai Kanaduva Socharanam Nitarya Visaya Bhulaya. I am a wise man. I am a Vigyan. E Murkha is your full number one. He is full number one, that's why he is coming to me and asking for poison. Visha means poison. Visha. This material enjoyment have been defined here as Visha, poison. You can say, how can you say this is poison? It is poison for those who do not know how to use it. That is poison for them. Just like mercury is poisonous item. But when it is treated in the medical center and produced a medicine, same, what is that item? Mercury can save somebody's life. Right? It has to go through some medical therapeutic treatment. Then only it can be applied to the patient. It will save his life. So similarly, those who do not know how to use the items of this world, they act like a poison for them. They do not know that is causing their death. Means that is actually causing them to suffer after this life. For many foolish people, they say, oh, what is going to happen after I die? Who cares about it? At least, as long as you are alive, just take loan and drink ghee. Must be both. After you die, your body going to be burnt. So who cares about that? It's not like that. It's not like that. There is again consequences waiting for you to suffer. You will suffer the consequences. Whatever you do, there is some good or bad result. If you do good activity, you have pious result. Then by pious result, you can enjoy, you can get some good life here, or you can go to the heavenly planet. That is the result of piety, especially in India. Some people who are born in Brahmin family, even today they perform this Agnihotra Yajna. You know Agnihotra Yajna? This particular type of fire sacrifice, no, and Brahmanas they do in India. Even today also some Brahmanas they do. So by performing this pious activity of daily performing Agnihotra Yajna, if they perform this as per the recommendation of the Shastra, they can actually go to the heavenly planet. And they will enjoy there the piety for a number of years they are supposed to. And then after commission, they will again come down to this world. So this is one system. And some people feel that is our dharma, that is our religion, that is what we should practice. But they are not able to get exit from this suffering condition of life. Where our Shastra says, even if somebody is being promoted to the highest planet called Brahmaloka, where Brahma resides, still they are not free from birth, death, old age and disease. So people who feel that, oh, they are the different officers or whatever, they are assigned by Krishna to give us light, electricity, whatever, or any material benediction, I can go to Durga Devi, Lord Shiva, I can go and pray to him, they will give. If you go, they will give you. But they will not rescue you. When you go to Krishna, as they were saying, Krishna is saying, I will not give them this poison. Then what you will give? I will show Taranamritadya Visaya life. Means, I will give the shelter of my lotus feet. That's how I will make them forget about this poison. Even in Srimad Bhagavatam, the demigods, they are praying to the Supreme Lord. They are saying, Satyam disatyar tidamar tita nirnam naiva tatajat punaratita jata swayam vidatte bhajatam nichatam ichchavidhanam nijapada pallavam. See, this is why we should serve Krishna, we should become a devotee of Lord Krishna. You sing ichchavidhanam nijapada pallavam. Swam vidhatte bhajatam anichchatam. Even the somebody coming to Krishna, they don't desire, they don't want. See, Krishna is so merciful. What is giving? Pidhana. Pidhana means, in Sanskrit word, pidhana means a covering. Just imagine there is a pot. Just think of a pot which is a small mouth on top. And in that pot, there are so many snakes are there. And if you seal it, put a cover on top of that pot and mouth, what will happen? The snake can come out. After some time, they will die. Right? So Krishna is saying, your heart is just like a pot. There are so many snake-like desires, impressions coming from many, many lifetimes. And he's saying, when you come to me, even if you don't want, Bharatam, Anichatam api, even if they are coming to me, they don't know what they should ask me. But what I am going to do is saying, Ichchapidhanam, they are saying, you are so kind. Ichchapidhanam nijapada pallavam. You cover the pot which is carrying so many desires like snake, and always it is biting us, it is creating a lot of troubles, and you are going to put your lotus feet as a lid to cover the face of that pot, so that for the rest of the life they are not going to come out again. Wow! This is Krishna. Huh? we say we worship Krishna. How we worship Krishna? Very simple. Huh? Very simple way to worship Krishna. Jagyai Sankirtanai Prayar Jajanti Sumedhasa. Those who are Sumedha. In Sanskrit, therefore, we're coming discussing. Now, Sanskrit is a very beautiful language. There are a lot of ornament in this language. Medha means intelligence. And Medhavi means one who is intelligent. He is called Medhavi. And Medha, Sumedha, if you say. Su is upasarga. When you add upasarga prefix, that's called su, to this word medha, then it magnifies the meaning. Means he's extremely intelligent. Those who are extremely intelligent in this age of Kali, they serve the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That means, or we can say, those who are chanting, they are extremely intelligent. Isn't it? Yes. You are extremely intelligent, that's why you are chanting. Or if you are chanting, it's confirmed that you are extremely intelligent. That is the result. But again, when you chant this holy name of the Lord, we can say that why do you say extremely intelligent? Because this simple chanting can give you the highest benediction that to be attained in this human form of life. What is that? We are searching for love. Right? Everybody in this world, they are searching after love. But they don't know what is love. In the name of love, whatever goes on in this world, it ends up in suffering. But love, what you are searching after, actually, that is not meant to bring you suffering. Then what you should do? You should know what is actual love. That is what this Hare Krishna Mahamudra chanting is going to give. That is love of Godhead. And you particularly mentioned that I was chanting, I gave up, and I started chanting. For you, I want to read out something from here, that one thing is we get love of Godhead, we understand, but for even our initiated devotees, you should also know that what important or what is the position of one who chants this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You should know, I will just read out from this book. Okay.
That's not Sanskrit.
So, there is a statement in Sri Nishingatapani Sruti. Because many people, they like to hear from Sruti statements, right? So, Nishingatapani Sruti, it says, I'll read out, then I will translate. It says, Anupanita satamekam ekena upanitena tat samam. Anupanita satam means in our Vedic culture, when a child is born, after a certain age, then they have to go through sanskar ceremony. That is called Upanayana sanskar. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, these three varnas, their children, they have to go through this Upanayana Samskara. So here it is said, Anupanita Satam Ekam Ekena Upanitena. Means if there is only one child who has gone through this Samskara ceremony of Upanayana, he equals to how many? Hundreds of such sons who have not undergone Upanayana Samskara. You got it? One son who has gone through Upanayana Samskara, he equals to hundreds of sons who have not gone through this Upanayana Samskara. Just listen. Then, Satam. Upanitena Satena Upanita Satam Ekam Ekena Grihasthena Tatsama. Then, out of these boys who have undergone this Upanayana Samskara, then they enter into Grihasthashram, right? So, when a perfect Grihastha man, he has gone through Upanayana Samskara, he equals to hundreds of such Upanayana Samskara children. That means not just Grihastha, he just, enter into Grihasthashram and doing all nonsense activity. No, it's not like that. He is a perfect Pakka Grihastha. He knows he has gone through the Samskara ceremony and then he is established in Grihasthashram perfectly. Then such an ideal Grihastha, one Grihastha equals to hundreds of such boys who have undergone Upanayana Samskara. Then Grihastha Satam Ekam Ekena Vanaprasthena Tatsamam. Hundreds of such Grihasthas equal to one Vanaprastha. One who has entered into Vanaprastha life. Our Vedic culture is so rich and perfect. Then Vanaprastha Satam Ekam Ekena Jatina Tatsamam. Hundreds of such Vanaprasthas equal to one sannyasi. Jati. Okay? Jatinam Satam Purnam Ekena Rudra Japakena Tatsamam. Hundreds of such sannyasis is equal to one man who is chanting the name of Lord Rudra. Okay? Then Rudra Japaka Satam Ekam Ekena Atharvangi Rasa Sikha Dhyapakena Tat Samam. Means hundreds of such people who are chanting the Rudra Jap mantra equals to one person who chants the hymns of the Atharva Veda. Okay? Then he said, Atharvangi Rasa Sakha Dhyapaka Satamekenam Ekena Mantraraja Japakena Tat Samam Iti. In hundreds of such people who chant the hymns of Atharva Veda equals to one person who is chanting the mantra called Mantra Raja, the king of all mantra, the one who chants, he equals to hundreds of such Brahmana, whatever you say, chanting the hymns of the Atharva Veda. What is that? Here actually, because there was an incident, one gentleman, he was saying that, here, glories of Lord Nrsimha there. As I said, this is coming from Nrsimha Tapani Shruti. So, and Kesavadhrita Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adhuta Singha Darita That is, in Nishinga Tapani Mantra says, mantra raja dhyapakena. That means, this Nishinga Mantra has been defined as mantra raja. And Krishna, who is even the source of Nishinga there. Now you imagine, if you chant Krishna's mantra, we don't want to describe more, because actually chanting of Krishna mantra, the glories of chanting Krishna mantra cannot be described. If you describe, then there can be an offense also. It's so great. The glories of chanting Krishna mantra cannot be described. Yes, Shastra describes because not to give us some taste, oh yeah, you can get this. But actually Krishna, glories of Krishna cannot be described. Why? Krishna is Ananta. Ananta means there is no end. Krishna is Ananta, Krishna name are Ananta, Krishna qualities are Ananta. Anything regarding Krishna is Ananta and is all pervading. How can you, that is, which is Ananta, how can you bring it in a boundary? You cannot describe. So that means, therefore, in the beginning in the Mangalachan Stuti, I said, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, not only here, there are Vishnu Puran and Skandha Puran, I think. There are other 4 or 5 literature. They also describe about this Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting, the glories of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra for this age of Kali. Means in other ages, whatever religious practices were recommended, we know this verse, right? Kritejodhyayata Vishnu Dvapare Jagmutre
Kritejodhyayata Vishnu
Tretayajata Mukhe Dvapare Paricharjayam Palauta Hari Kirtana. So all those religious activities were performed in the age of Satya, Treta and Dwapar. All the results can easily be attained by simply chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. How? It's a very interesting point. You need to understand this. You see, if somebody wants to perform dhyana, for example, in this age, dhyana means meditation. Meditation means you have to, if somebody wants to become perfect in meditation, it is not possible to get perfection in just 1 year or 2. Shastra says, in those days, somebody had to practice meditation for 60,000 years. Thousands of years. How many years you going to survive? 100 years maximum. That also not many people are surviving. Then how can you take to that process? Treta, yajna, sacrifice. Some people also do perform sacrifice even today. But you know what you need to sacrifice, perform the sacrifice? This is Maharaj, he performed sacrifice. The bricks which he used to make the kunda, it was made of gold. The bricks was made of gold, golden bricks. Okay? And the pot which he used to cook the charu. Charu is a particular type of sweet rice cooked with 100% pure ghee. Okay? Charu means only ghee that you cannot eat. Because your belly cannot digest it. So that pot has to be golden pot. And after they do this ceremony, nobody is interested in this golden brick, golden pot. They will just leave it there. Okay? And you need all pure ingredients. Now you tell me, in Kali Yuga, even you yourself is eating only in plastic pots, right? Everything has become plastic jewel. Now they become plastic eggs. Okay, so that means it's not practical. Dwapara Yuga, people attain perfection through deity worship. In deity worship also you need pure ingredients. For example, you want to put tilak to Krishna. How? What kind of tilak Krishna wears? Kasturi tilakam lalata patale bakshasthare kaustavam. He wears Kaustuva jam. He is putting a tilak with kasturi. Where are you going to get those items? Huh? You cannot do deity worship.
Oh my.
Even if you want to do all these things, still you have to be pure. In Kali Yuga, many people they do not know what is the level of purity. Right? People go to washroom, they don't wash their feet. Every time they are contaminated. Very simple thing. How can you practice any religious activities? How can you practice any rituals that is going to give you result when you are not pure? Very simple thing. In India, we know when the Brahmana is going to come and do any particular ceremony, mother they used to clean the place with cow dung, right? Because cow dung is pure. And if you clean the house with cow dung, then that place Krishna can come and sit and accept puja worship. In this part of the world, forget. Everywhere, everything is muchi.
You can't even get cow dung.
You can even get cow dung. How can you perform? Very practical. That's why Krishna said no. Nam nam kari bahudha nija sarva shakti statrar pita smaranita smarana nakara. So he has invested all power in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and at the same time there is no niyama. Niyama means no rules and regulations. You can be in washroom and you can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. No problem. Which ritual can you perform in being in washroom? Tell me. And that will give you perfection. So therefore, in this age of Kali, this is the only process. Even just now I was chanting, you just heard, what is the beauty of chanting Krishna's name? And we have to do that. Atma dharma kaile nahi hai par. You cannot transcend this material existence. You cannot go beyond. You cannot reduce the suffering. You cannot get anything by taking any other religious practices, performances, except Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And this has been realized by our acharyas. Like, if you see, you take the example, in our sampradaya, not only in our sampradaya, if you go to Vrindavan today, there are so many other sampradayas also chanting this mantra. They are recommending this able to chant. Why? This is Yuga Dharma. No sampradaya can deny, no, you don't have to chant Mahamantra. You go to any spiritual leader, everybody will say, yes, you should chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then, coming back to your next point, that some people say you listen to this Goswami, that Goswami, they speak like this, they speak like that. Which one to follow, what to do?
Prabhupada.
Yes, very good. He's saying Prabhupada, we should follow Prabhupada. Why we should follow Prabhupada? That means others are wrong. We need to understand the technicality of devotional science. If you go to some other sampradaya, their goal is attaining moksha. We are suffering in this world, let us get liberated. Okay. Some people who take to different religious practices, they are recommended in the Vedic literature. What? Dharma, Artha, Kama. Okay. I perform this religious duty so that I can get Artha. With Artha means wealth, opulence, money. And with Artha, I want to gratify my senses. Kama. So they are doing that. So they have their path, they have their practices. Then when you come to us, we say no. First of all, you should understand what is the definition of bhakti in general. We don't tell about bhakti before that. First we say you should understand what is general, bhakti in general. Our definition bhakti in general is anya vidasita sunyam jnana karma dhyanapritam anukulyena krishnamasuranam bhakti uttama. That is general, bhakti in general, which is called uttama bhakti in general. Anya vilasita sunyam. Without having any desire other than serving Krishna for his pleasure. Jnana karma dhyanapritam. The activities which is going to cover my devotion and cultivation of knowledge which is also going to cover my devotion must be discarded, must be avoided. That is called bhakti, uttama bhakti in general. And then when you go, then they say, okay, this is in general, then how to practice this? Sadhana bhakti. Then you come to bhava bhakti. Then you come to prema bhakti. Who has explained in this way, scientific way? No one. I have been to Vrindavan. I know acharyas from other sampradaya. They glorify Goswami's nectar devotion. Because the way, in such scientific way, how he has described the science of devotional service is very rare, rarest of rare. Because he was personally instructed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. People do not know all these things. And that's why in this kind of, book, Nectar of Devotion, which is called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Sindhu means ocean. It's a nectarian ocean of devotional service. The ocean of devotional service, the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And in that book, he has given all these descriptions that in sadhana bhakti he is saying there are 5 main items of sadhana bhakti. What are those main 5 items? Sadhu Sangha. This is Sadhu Sangha. When you come here, you are not supposed to discuss about the other subject matters. What goes on in your business field, what goes on with your life, personal life. Why? There are so many, you go discuss with some other people. You are busy, go to the doctor. You need some counseling, go to the counselor. You come here, only hear about Krishna, chant about Krishna's name, discuss about Krishna. That is called Sadhu Sangha. Satsanga also we say, right? Satsanga means Sat. What is Sat means? Truth. Eternal subject. Eternal truth. You should know about the eternal truth, which is supreme truth. That is Krishna, and you will know about him when you hear about him. So in satsang means, sadhu sangha means only discussion about Krishna, Sat. Sadhu sangha, Nam Sankirtan. This is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sadhu sangha, Nam Sankirtan, Bhagavat Sravan. And you have to listen to Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 18,000 right? Verses are there. 12 cantos are there. very big, encyclopedia, I would say. Huh? Every day we must read. And Mathura Vas, Shraddha, Simurti, etc. And you should desire to live in the holy place, very holy place. Should I leave America? Go to Vrindavan? Go to Mayapur? No, this is Navadvip. Gaurnita is there, means this is Navadvip. Wherever there is Lord, that becomes his Dham. So you can have Krishna, Gaurnita at home, you worship them, that becomes Dham. Then, that you worship. You worship that if you don't have deity, at least you should worship Tulasi Maharaj. Very simple. If you worship Tulasi also, as good as deity worship. So while chanting, there are some other angas of bhakti also has to be activated. Why? Our mind is so restless, we cannot focus on chanting 24 hours a day. Therefore, when we are kind of not taking interest in the other angas of bhakti, at least, other time when I am not able to focus my mind on chanting, I can dedicate to other practices of devotional service. Why we are doing that? In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srila Baladev Gita Bhushan, whose commentary Srila Prabhupada has followed in his commentary, he explains about there are three types of devotees: Sanishta Bhakta, Parinishthita Bhakta, and Nirapeksha Bhakta. We are expected to come to the platform of Parinishthita Bhakta. That is why you are saying to follow Prabhupada. Prabhupada has followed all these things systematically and given us. When we follow him, it's a complete package. You go to some other something, they don't teach you so systematically. Like in our society, I am running a school in Mayapur, college actually, not school, it's college. I am getting hundreds of students every year coming to study the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Nectar of Devotion, Upanishad, all the literature they are coming to study with us. Prabhupada wanted. If you don't teach them philosophy properly, they will become sentimentalists. Mostly people follow religion and sentiment. Yes, sentiment has to be there, but that is not the only ingredient if you become perfect in devotional service. So therefore, we are systematically teaching it. Whatever I am saying, everything I am teaching to my students. I have got more than 100 teachers with me, under me. They are teaching. That is why today in the world face, if you see, ISKCON is the fastest growing institution in teaching people about devotional service. Because those who are intelligent people, they understand, they can apply their intelligence, they can ask questions, and we have answer for them. We don't try to kind of, brainwash somebody, or you give us money, then you do whatever, okay, fine. In some country like Bangladesh, I am also initiated. Why are you not chanting? Oh, my guru is chanting. His guru is chanting, he does not have to chant. What is this? Okay, your guru is eating, you stop eating. No, I have to eat. This is total pagalpan. This is craziness. No, Prabhupada never told you. You tell mantra, I am telling you, you do whatever I am asking you to do. Because I am your guru. I have to instruct you and you follow it. Then you get the result. Very simple. So that is why ISKCON has become so popular and widely accepted throughout the whole world, across all sections of society, civilizations. This is uniqueness, because we know we can present it in an appealing manner, suiting to the current needs. That adjustment has been done by HG Padmanayan. And we should chant this mantra. And you don't have to listen to others. You read Prabhupada's Bhagavatam, I am telling you. And if you don't understand, enroll with us in the course. The beauty is, You can ask people, so that means they all are wrong, only Prabhupada is right? See, you do not know what is the level of their spiritual realization and what they are talking, you can be easily misguided. Unless you are systematically ruined from the grassroots level, which Prabhupada has done such a systematic way. The proof is, because he has done in such a systematic manner, that is why it is growing across the world. Even today, whoever the Goswami, we may tell the name, these people have come into existence and people are knowing because of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He left India and he came and widely he spread this message to people across the world. People's eyes were open now, and then somebody is taking the advantage of this YouTube, whatever you say, Instagram, and posting something, and they, now something. But you should know, the Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada has actually given a very scientific way from the very grassroots level to go up. What others are talking, Bhaktivedanta Swami already included in his book, because you are all new people, you don't have to open the basket to show you the king cobra in the beginning. Oh, you see king cobra is so nice, you dancing. It's a very dangerous entity also. Some people may open the king cobra and show you, say, oh, this is so nice. No, the king cobra will come later on. So therefore, the system which has been established by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is very authentic and practical. Hundreds and thousands of materially successful, I would say, material successful in the sense, you will find a lot of highly educated people are in our organization. I may be PhD holder. We are all working, we are running. So in that way, in this age of Kali, the practice has been given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to take up this process of devotional service which has been introduced to us by Rupa Goswami, and Prabhupada says we are followers of Rupa Goswami, Rupanugas. He is the Goswami for us, Rupa Goswami. You want to follow Goswami? Follow Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami's instructions are introduced by Prabhupada. So very simple. So it's a message for all of you. If you want to kind of study systematically, please enroll for the course. You can study online also. Even those who are working from home, you can come and stay with me for 3.5 months. You can take one room in my institute. My institute rooms are like 3-star facility. Yes, very good facility. I can tell you for sure. You are there?
Yeah, I've seen.
So, am I lying?
No, yeah, 100%
You are not siding me, right?
100% right. No,
He is saying 100% right.
But
Yes.
I saw it.
Yes, he has seen it. That's why I am asking him. He has seen it. Good, actually, good facility. Because I have done it aiming at the Western audience, You can come or you can tell your friends to come and work from home. You can stay in your office, in your room. You can still work. At the same time, you can study. Study is like, we do 3-4 hours study program a day. Rest of the day, you can also do your office. Those are smart, intelligent. They can still cope up with the office work. And also at the same time, study also. In that way, you will become, devotee of Lord Krishna, and also you can do your personal career also.
In all languages you have.
We have English, Hindi, Bengali, Oriya, Telugu, Tamil, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, all these languages. All people are coming and studying. Okay, thank you very much. I think I should conclude here. Or
Does this answer your...
Everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, nice for asking that question.
Yeah, good question.
some people they say, you should not become devotee of Lord Krishna. Why? Krishna is he's such a naughty God. If you go to him, he will seize all your property.
Take everything away.
He will take away everything. Right? Yes, he said, Jasyam or Anugrannahami Harishyata Dhanam Samay. Those who are not conversant with this Krishna philosophy, they just, score this because they are lazy and crazy people. They don't want to serve Krishna. That's why they give false interpretation to Krishna's statement. Saying, oh Krishna, if you worship Krishna, Krishna is going to take away all your possessions. You will become the poorest of poor man, you will suffer. Better not to go to him, go to Sai Baba. Whatever you ask, he will give you. Krishna doesn't give you, It's total wrong interpretation. That's a total wrong interpretation. Now I will ask you a very simple question. Just consider a richest man in the universe. He has a very beautiful son. Son is growing, so he is there. The son knows my father is super rich man. One day the son goes to his father. He says, Father, please give me your business. Do you think father will give the business to his son?
No.
If he's ready, maybe. If he's not
Maybe if he is ready. If he is not ready, he won't give. You are not qualified to handle my business, my dear son. What do you want? So he will wait to give everything to you. Means when father is handing over the business means he knows that business is in good hand. He will maintain everything nicely. So when you go to Krishna, Krishna is not now withdrawing everything from you. Then how do you explain this verse in Srimad Bhagavatam? Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaradhi tibrena bhakti yogena jadeta purusham param. Even if you have desire, you go to him from Purush. If he does not give, then why this verse is there in Srimad Bhagavatam? Do you understand what I am saying? This verse says, if you have desire, then go to him. If he is not going to fulfill your desire, then why this verse is there in Srimad Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam cannot be wrong. No, that the will, the law of Godhead, He will give you, there is time. That actual wealth He will give later on. Because when you become qualified, means when you receive the love of Godhead, that time Krishna loses his control. He is controlled by that devotee. He is not going to give you control so easily. That's like you don't give control of your business to your son easily, because you know he is going to control. Unless he is qualified by you. So Krishna will give you that. So until then, whatever you need, that he will help you. Not that he is going to give, okay. Yes, sometimes those who want to become totally akinchana bhakta, they don't want anything. Krishna will play with them. The way they desire. But you don't desire to become like that. Okay, you need something, you go to him. Kama sarva kama moksha kama udarati. Okay, if you have some desire, go. He is not saying no to you. So there is a wrong interpretation given by some spiritual leaders, and people see Krishna in a very wrong light. That is not correct. Therefore, we all should understand the essence of Krishna Bhakti and we should practice it thoroughly. Then our life will be successful. And especially in regard to chanting this holy name of the Lord, we should avoid these offenses. even if somebody is chanting the holy name of the Lord for thousands of years, and at the same time he is committing offenses, then he will not get the love of God. So therefore, this chanting, even though it looks like very simple, but this is the dharma for this age of Kali. And if we practice it, then we can get the real taste of spiritual life. So those who are coming here, I don't know whether you are chanting or not, please, whatever you are doing, doesn't matter. Chant. Krishna is your father, is supreme. You start chanting. 1 round, doesn't matter. 2 rounds. You do it just like Nayak said. See, I am not giving you the Diksha mantra here. I am just asking you to do some chanting. Well, this is the process for this Ajapali. You just chant. You don't have to tell anyone. I am telling you. You don't have to tell anyone. You just be honest and you feel, okay, I came to this program, the devotee came from Mayapur, he was speaking. So what? Okay, let me do for a few days, let me see. You just test, it's a test, you do to yourself. Then you see, if you feel that there's something kind of, you feel that there's something in it, you have some, you are getting something, you chant. If you don't feel also, then you don't chant. I have no problem with that. If you are coming for the first time, or you have not been chanting, chanting means you sincerely do chanting. Don't look at your mobile phone at that time. Don't talk to anyone. Like you are having private time with God. You feel like that. And you chant. How long? 1 round it will take maximum 10 minutes for new people. If you clearly and distinctly pronounce this name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like this, very sweet, melodious way, you just chant this mantra. Sit in one place, you have puja room, just sit there and chant. 1 round or 2 rounds. I'm asking like for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, for like 1 week, then you see how it feels. If you feel, then connect with our local leaders, Prabhuji's, Paramla Prabhu, and Mr. Prabhu is here. Ask them, they will guide you. I am here, I am just a traveling preacher, I am here for a few more days, then I will leave. But you can stay connected with our devotees and know more about this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra and other things also. Now, floor is yours. If you have any question or comment or any complaint you have.
Thank you, Swami. I have one question.
Yes.
We see followers of other demigods, or they'll say that that demigod is supreme.
Yeah.
So, for example, Shiva Bhakta might say that
Yes.
Lord Rama himself worshipped Lord Shiva. So then how do you counteract that? They'll say if he's the supreme, why should he worship Lord Shiva?
Lord Shiva, he worship Lord Shiva, right? You know, one pastime? Now let me tell you. One time, Lord Shiva was with Parvati. When Sita Devi was abducted by Ravana, and Lakshmana and Ram, they are wandering in the forest, moving from one place to another, from one tree to another tree, from one creeper to another creeper. Even sometimes he's asking to the stone, hey, can you tell me where is my Sita? Where is Sita? He's asking to a tree. Parvati Devi saw this and she said, this man, your God, your Lord, worshipable Lord? said, yes, he is my worshipable Lord. He is my God. No, how can you say like this? Even the kind of, the lowest of lowest man will not go and ask to a tree, where is my wife? Huh? You asking a stone, where is his wife? Can a stone give the identification? Can a tree talk to him? This is a totally mad person. You consider him as your God? Lord Shiva tried to speak to Parvati in many different ways. So these ladies are less intelligent. He is saying, who? Lord Shiva is saying, not I am saying. Try to understand this. He said, no, they don't understand. So what do you want? She said, no, I need to take a test. Lord Shiva said, all right. You want to take a test on your own? I have no problem. You go and take a test. And then Parvati Devi, she left. And Lord Shiva is thinking, what kind of test he is going to put before Lord? Okay, let her go and try. And Lord Shiva is sitting and chanting. And Parvati Devi went on the road where the Ram and Lakshmana are coming from the opposite side. What did she do? She disguised herself. She disguised into the form of Sita Devi. And she sat there. She was thinking, when Ramchandra will come, he will, as soon as he sees me, he will embrace me. Oh, Sita, I found you, how are you? So she is thinking like this, and she is sitting there. Lord Ramchandra came. When he came here, Parvati Devi, he said, my dear mother, where is father? Means he is saying, where is Sita? What are you doing alone in this forest? Parvati Devi, she understood, what a great mistake she has done. And then she finally realized, yes, he is God, Supreme Lord. Because he didn't listen to Shivji, that's why Shivji said, you are unintelligent, and you go, you will see what will happen. And then when everything ended, then she came back. And when he came back to Lord Shiva said, so, did you test? No, don't worry about it. What do you mean by don't worry about it? She was saying she wanted to take a test, and she went and he is saying, don't worry about it. Did you do it or not? No, I understand. What do you understand? No, you told, no, I believe what you said, I believe. The Lord Shiva said, definitely she is telling a lie. When I was, that is nice description, Lord Shiva was giving reference from scripture to convince Parvati Devi that he is God. I am telling you, who can be a better speaker of about Lord than Lord Shiva? So he said, I spoke her giving so much reference, and she didn't, agree with me. Just she went out and came back with Brahman realized. No, there is something. Then Lord Shiva went into meditation. And when he went into meditation, he saw that she had assumed the form of Sita Devi. And he opened his eyes, he became so angry with Sita Devi. He said, okay, from today onwards, actually he didn't speak anything to her. Then they left, and Lord Shiva came to his ashram. When he said, every time Parvati used to sit to left, no. He said, go sit there. Because you have assumed the form of my mother, I cannot accept you. He rejected. Now you tell me, in this, Lord Ramchandra is Bhagavan, or he was just like a mere human being who was searching after his wife. So Lord had his pastimes, but we cannot judge the Lord just by studying only one pastime. No, we need to know everything what is written in Ramayana, then you can know who Lord Ramchandra is. Yes, he also went to, to the Setubandhan, and then the stones are going sinking into the ocean. He just, looked at the ocean, everything became, the ocean started boiling, just he was looking at. You tell me, who is that person in this world, just by looking at the ocean will become like, the ocean will start to boil. That is not Ramchandra. Why don't you talk about that? Because he worshipped, as Shiva, that's why you say, oh, is he God? Who is God? No, these are all pastimes of the Supreme God. This has got some kind of lesson for us, So therefore, we need to understand, like see, Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee of the Lord. Lord Shiva is not to be counted amongst other demigods. He has a special position, Shiva Tattva, because he is, he is such an elevated devotee of the Lord. That's why he should be respected as the Supreme Lord. And as you said, in different literature, they speak about the deity of that literature. Every literature has a god actually. Okay, mantra devata. Devata for the Purana can say also. Okay. So if that Shiva Purana is all about Lord Shiva, then who they should say supreme? You tell me. Very simple thing I am telling you. If you work in a particular company, the CEO is your top boss. If you don't tell him you are top boss, then who you should tell? Some other company? You are working in that company. You are working in that Purana. And he is the deity of that Purana. So he is supposed to be established in the Supreme. Then you go to other, that Devi. The Devi has to be Supreme because that is all about her. What's wrong with that, my dear sir? There is nothing wrong. Why are you confused? Therefore, now I will read you something from Skanda Purana. Shiva Shastreshu Tat Grahyam Bhagavat Shastra Yogi Jat Iti. Means, try to understand, in different religious, there are 20 Dharma Shastras. Did you know? Many of us don't know also. There are 20 Dharma Shastras. And different Dharma Shastra is speaking about different religious descriptions. And they have their attainment. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, different kind of, Anima, Lagima, Mahima, the Siddhis. So they have their kind of, direction to achieve what they want. But they don't speak about the Supreme Personality of God. Therefore it says, Shiva Shastreshu Tat Grahyam. Shiva Shastreshu Tat Grahyam Bhagavat Shastra Yogi Jat Iti. That means there is Bhagavat Shastra. It's not Bhagavat, for example. Krishna is the Devata, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So whatever is supporting that understanding in other Shastras, that has to be accepted and others has to be rejected by the devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, when Vyasadeva, he compiled all the Puranas, Mahabharata, Iतिहास, everything, still he was not satisfied. Why? But Narvin said, we have not sufficiently glorified the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but you have done it in a very little, in different places. Like I am giving a quote from Skanda Purana, Padma Purana. All these Purana statements are also included in Srimad Bhagavatam commentaries because that is supporting the conclusion of Bhagavata Shastra. And we being the Vaishnava, students of Bhagavata Dharma, we have clear understanding or access to this Purana, where it is spoken about what we can bring it out and tell people about what it is. That is the essence, because Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Vedasya Sarvair Aham Eva Vedya. The goal of studying Veda means actually all these Puranas, everything, all this Vedic literature, is to know Him. That means all these scripture is directing us to know Krishna. But unfortunately, those who are the student of other Purana, who is predominantly discusses about Dharma, Artha, Kama and other things, predominantly, secondarily, devotional service, that's why it is not seen. Right? It is not seen there. In Bhagavad Shastra, is Adav, Madhya, Antecha. Everywhere Krishna is glorified. Therefore, we offer us prime literature is from Bhagavad literature. That makes sense to you? It answers your question?
Yeah.
Any other question or comment? Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for a wonderful session. Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for a wonderful session. The question is, sometimes when we read the scriptures, sometimes some of the things what mentioned, like if you chant just one time Krishna's name, you will go back to Godhead. But some other times, even like while chanting, 10 offenses are there, it's a big list. And sometimes when we read those, it will be like sometimes scary, and sometimes it will give so much hope. So how do we understand that? It's like
You know, that's why you see, Bhagavatam, to understand Bhagavatam, you need to have knowledge of Nyaya also. Nyaya Shastra knowledge is also essential to understand Bhagavatam. There is a Nyaya called Kaimuttika Nyaya. Kim Uta means, that Nyaya means logic. That logic says, that different logic, no? Not Tavaghatamurtha Nyaya, this is Kaimutta Nyaya, Kakataliya Nyaya, different types of Nyaya, logic is there. And this logic says that if we can get so much result out of doing so much, then how much more we will get if we do everything? That means, if just by chanting once, it can awaken you to the platform of loving God, then what will happen if you chant constantly? This is glorifying, this is one way of glorifying the holy name. And we should not think, no. Do you think holy name is there just to, they are saying no. Holy name can free you from the sinful reaction that you have committed for millions of lifetimes. Is this the result of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra? No! This is just secondary result. If we can free you from all sins, then if you chant Shuddha Namavas, can give you so much of material wealth. Then if you chant pure name, then what you can get? You can get love of God. This is beyond material wealth. So all these things has to be understood through logic. That this is how the glories of the holy name is described in scripture. That if you chant Shuddha Nam, then definitely Krishna will give you his shelter. And we speak Krishna Prem, but we don't have the clue of Krishna Prem. The Krishna Prem, when somebody is awakened to the love of Godhead, he is living in this world, and everybody will see him like a madman. He is a madman, means nothing can interest him in this world. Wherever he goes, he's running around, he's chanting Krishna's name, he doesn't eat, he does not sleep. He's getting so much of ecstatic happiness, experiencing from within. He doesn't need anything in this world. That stage he will attain. So that is very, very far for us. We can, but at least in our situation, we can definitely be peaceful. This much I can tell you. At this point in time, many of us, like in this world, so many people who are working in different companies, they say, there's too much stress nowadays. How to get rid of this stress? They do not. Forget about Krishna practice. If you want to become free from stress, you want just peace, just sit in one place, at least for half an hour, chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Very simple. Your stress, everything will go away. People do not know. They don't do this. So, the glories of the holy name is described in scripture in different ways. It has to be understood in proper context, so that we can become more committed, will develop more affection for chanting, then we can be able to chant Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you very much for your attentive attention, and Krishna willing we will meet again. Tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow. Okay.
If Grace Padmanayan Prabhuji ki Jai. I just wanted to let everybody know that this program continues tomorrow in Coral Springs at Sartori Hall. We rent this hall out and the program will start tomorrow at 4:30. Now, tomorrow is Yath Ratha in India. So it is very kind. He's going to tell us the pastimes of Rath Yatra. He will tell something about Rath Yatra. So it will be a very, very enlightening program. So please try to join. I also like to thank each and every one of you for coming. I see some new faces here I've not seen before. How many of you are new here? First time? What's your name, man? Sakshi. Thank you so much for coming. You are a Haribol? Haribol! Anybody else?
Sakshi came with your parents? Yeah, mom and dad.
Mom and dad. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Your name, please?
Christine.
Christine, are you local here?
Kind of, yeah, like 20 minutes.
Oh, good, very good. Thank you so much for coming. How did you hear about this program?
There.
Okay, thank you both for coming. Haribol to all of them.
Haribol.
And one more final thing Prabhu mentioned today, that if anybody has not been chanting, please start to chant. And for coming to tonight's program and listening to Prabhu's class on chanting, if any one of you do not have a mala be chanting this, please see me and I'll give you one. Okay, thank you. So I recommend, I will request everybody to stand up now. We have Aarti. Sakshi Gopal.
Now she can dance.
Om Vishnu Vinaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namo Vishnu Vinaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Punyavadi Vasatyadesa Karine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare Krishna, Divine Grace, Abhay Chanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON BBT founder Acharya Jagat Guru is Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki. Jayam Vishnu Paramahamsa Parivacharya, Astotar Sata Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta, Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Gaurkishore Das Bapji Maharaj ki. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj ki. Srila Jagannath Das Bapji Maharaj ki. Shri Guru Parampara ki. Shri Rup Shri Sanatana Pata Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopala Pata Das Raghunath ki. आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंदा की नामाचार्य शिवादास ठाकुर महाराज की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopu Gopinath Shama Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan ki Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Shri Mathura Dham ki Mayapur Dham ki Navadip Dham ki Dwarka Desh ki Jagannath Puri Dham ki Ganga Mai ki Yamuna Mai ki Bhakti Devi ki Shrimati Tulsi Maharani ki Harinam Sankirtan ki Shri Shri Nitai Gora Sundara ki Shri Shri Radha Braj Bihari ki Shri Radha Sham Sundar ki Jagannath Swami Baldev Subhadra Devi Mai ki Nitai Gora Premanand. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha देव भगवान की जय। भक्त शिरोमणि भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। शिला गुरुदेव की जय। निताय गौर प्रेम हरि बोल।
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे
नमो ब्राह्मणी वैष्णवे
नमो ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे
स्वल्प पुण्यवतन राजन
स्वल्प पुण्यवतन राजन
विश्वासो नैव जयते
विश्वासो नैव जयते